The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A first down throw for Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Winston. He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Rolling to his right. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, there in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Brady going to throw. And he finds Gronk.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Brady now to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. Gronkowski's gonna go. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. A toss running left, Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming. Help him. Switch. Hey, Alabama. Check 49. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Here we go. Check. No, 66.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Fournette. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Back near his own goal line, Winston. Being chased out left. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
56, check 56. Watch the out. Shadow. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, it's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Fires the mic, fires the
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
56, Mike 56. In your face.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
You know they pay me that
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 68 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play call.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play fake. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. But when you See a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Jameis on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to air one out. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on